wonderful. Here we are. It's May 26th. What is this, day 5? And we have a wonderful all-star Lindsay Cheatham today talking about our goals and our dream board, which is so important to set up. And I'm going to let our other all-star, Lisa Burdick, introduce our guest speaker this morning for our training portion. Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is so awesome seeing everybody every morning. But yeah, so Lindsay and I have been friends since the very beginning. We got together on stage, and we used to work out at the same gym, and that's how we met each other. So I've known her for a long time. I've been at her wedding. I've seen how she's grown so much over the past few years, not just physically, but also mentally, and it's just amazing seeing her strength come through. But Lindsay Cheatham is a 2-star diamond, 6-star lifetime diamond. She's a Success Code 5 All-Star legend, which means she's received our HIT Success Club 24 months in a row. She's a Team Aspire Leadership Award and Top Coach winner ×2. She's a founder of Team Exhilarate, who has close to 800 people in her downline. She is a mom of Ariana, who's adorable. She's also used to be a nurse, and then she was able to retire because she's worked her butt off in this business. So she retired from nursing, about a year and a half ago, Lindsay, something like that. But it's not only that she does. She's also a personal trainer. She works out of her home as a personal trainer with her husband, Jeff, who also works with her with the personal training. So she has a lot going on, and despite all of that, she's able to grow her business like crazy. So she deserves to be top coach every year because she does do what she's supposed to do every single day. So I'm honored to talk about her this morning, and I can't wait to see what she says today. But it's been a blessing having Lindsay in my life. We're very lucky to have her on our team.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Lisa. Sorry, I had to unmute Lindsay.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Lisa. It's been a true blessing to have Lisa in my life before coaching and now to continue this journey on with her. So thanks for that awesome introduction. I'm honored to be here this morning with you and all of these rock stars. So today I get to talk to you guys about goal setting and your vision board, like Joe said, and I actually created a PowerPoint. Yes, I was that person because I tend to kind of get off topic sometimes when I'm talking and ramble on a little bit. So this will help me to stay on point, and it'll give you guys a visual, and you can take some good notes. So I'm going to pull that up now for you guys to see.
Can we do a screen sharing? Can you do a screen sharing?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, unless it's her link.
You got to be the host.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, you can talk through it. You can talk through it, and then what you can do is post it in the group page or something. So everybody can go.
Can you email it over to Joe or something real quick? But maybe not. You can just go.
Yeah, of course it's actually like frozen right now. So let me see what I can do here. Sorry, guys.
By the way, we have lots of multiple star diamonds on our phone this morning. I'm happy to see Sarah Mihailo right there. Hi, Sarah. In her Shakeology sweatshirt.
That's what I said when you were gone. I was like, wow, opened up the office and there's lots and lots of 2-star official diamonds today. And I noticed Sarah. Sarah's like so very deep in the organization. I have to dig down to find you, but I see you and
awesome. Got it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, way to go.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So goal setting. So obviously, you're in a business. You want to be making sure you're setting goals for yourself because it's going to give you that long-term vision and motivation to wake up each day and have something to work towards. So when I went to my first event, Super Friday, it was actually held on a Friday instead of a Saturday. I got the pleasure of hearing a very successful coach speak and give his tips on how to create your goal board and what to put on it. So after that, I quickly went and got a dry erase board, and I hung it in my office to where I could see it every single day. because your goals are going to change throughout, like every 90 days or so and every year. So it's an awesome way to be able to erase and then put new ones up there. So at the top of it, you guys should really get your why shatterproof and put that at the top. So what I mean by that is, what is going to get you out of bed each day to work your business, even on the days you don't feel like it? Because there's going to be days that you are feeling like you're on cloud nine and everything is going amazing in your business. And then there's going to be days where you just want to crawl in a hole. No joke. I know I'm not alone on that. So you need to have that super deep shatterproof why written at the top to remind you of why you're doing all of this in the first place. So that's step one on your goal board. And then right under that, you want to make your must-do list. So what are the things that we need to be doing every single day to move our business forward and achieve our goals? So we should all know this by now, but it's the 4 vitals. So invite, drink your Shakeology and push play, do your personal development, and now the 4th vital is our recognition piece. So this was another thing that I learned when I became a coach, is to set SMART goals. So they're specific, they're measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And I'll give you some ideas on that here shortly.
Tina's clock.
Ticker.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm on mute right now. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So there's some non-negotiable goals that you should be setting for yourself in your business. And I'm assuming that most of you want to build your business, or you wouldn't be on this call at the crack of dawn. So the non-negotiable for you guys should be hitting Success Club every single month. So an example would be, if your goal is to hit Success Club 5, maybe that's your initial goal, and then you want to work towards 10, but you want to speak to yourself as if you're already achieving the goal. So an example there is, I will achieve Success Club 5 in my Beachbody business every single month, and I will make this happen by inviting at least 3 people per day to a challenge group or the business opportunity. So you have to have an action behind that goal. And it's the same thing with Success Club 10. You just need to be inviting more people. All right. So like I said, you want to make sure you're writing your goals down and make sure they're clearly defined and speak them as if you've already achieved them. And if you guys are digging into your personal development that we required for this training, the 10X rule by Grant Cardone, then you will, I don't know if you're at this point or not yet, but he talks about making 10X goals. So they're basically those SMART goals multiplied by 10. So I just wanted to give you an example, and this would probably be 10X to some of you, because I'm not sure if everybody's hitting Success Club on this call right now, or maybe they've only hit 5, and that's okay. But this would be something that might be a 10X goal to you. So I will hit Success Club 20 by the 20th every single month in my Beachbody business. And some of you might be thinking that it's unrealistic or scary or unattainable, but Grant stresses this in the book. He says, would you rather come up short of your goal that was large? So would you rather come up short of Success Club 20 or Success Club 5? I don't know about you, but I'd rather come up short of Success Club 20. So set your goals big and just believe that they're possible, and obviously you got to take the actions to get there. So if you were to invite and you got 1 out of 10 people to enroll in either your challenge group or the coaching opportunity, then you're going to need to send out 100 invites a month to get to Success Club 20. So whatever your goal is, figure out how many invites you need to send out and what your closing ratio is. All right, so long-term and short-term goals are important to set because they are going to keep you reaching for what you want to achieve. So we kind of want to reevaluate that every 90 days and just look at what we're doing. And maybe you didn't hit your goal, and that's okay, Sometimes we fall short and you don't want to beat yourself up over it, but you want to make sure you're reevaluating yourself and saying, what do I need to change to make sure that I hit this goal by the next date? So an example, and I shared this with you guys in the training page last night, but I wanted you to start thinking about what do you want to achieve by summit and by the end of the year. So I just shared my goals here with you guys, and that I want to achieve 3-star diamond by summit. So I wrote it out as I will achieve it. And to ensure I achieve 3-star, I'm going to show up each day and provide quality leadership to my team and send out 5 to 10 new business invites each day. And then my long-term goal for the end of the year is 5-star diamond. So we need to think about why we're even setting these goals in the first place. So I also asked you guys last night if you could just, close your eyes, envision yourself, your life, 1, 3, 5, even 10 years from now, and picture, what do you want in your life? Who do you want in your life? What do you want to be doing? Do you have a specific idea of how much income you want to make? Is there a dream home that you want to buy or build in a specific place? I mean, do you want to move out of state? Do you want to live where it's warm? Do you want to have a vacation home like Tina and Joe do? They travel down to Florida every year. Do you want to be able to give back more to your favorite charities? Do you want to travel often to places that you've never seen? Do you want to be able to pay down your debt and strive for that financial freedom? Ask yourself, what is it that you really want? And be honest with yourself. So that's where the vision board kind of ties in. Once you've figured out all those things that you really want out of life, you're going to create your vision board. And it can be a great visualization tool to help you reach those goals. So it should represent, your goals and your dreams and what you want your life to look like in the next few years. So you can use words and pictures of what you want to attract into your life and have fun with it. You can, get some old magazines, look through them and cut them out and paste them onto a board, or get some photographs of yourself when you were at a really happy time or you did something really successful. Or you can even use photos from the internet. And then you want to make sure you're putting, affirmations on there and those inspiring words and quotations. So I'm just going to show you an example of mine. Hopefully you all can see it.
Nice.
But I'm just going to go over it really quickly and explain what each picture represents. But on the top left there, it says Final Destination. So I am a Christian woman, and it's important to me to be close to God and to make heaven. So I want to make sure every single day that I am doing the things that it takes to be a good Christian and have a close relationship with God. So it's a good reminder for me. And then the bottom left is giving back. So I want to be able to give to certain charities. We give now, but I want to be able to give more. And then on the top there, it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I have financial freedom. So that statement there is a representation of how to goal set through a book called Think and Grow Rich. So I'm going to give you guys more info on that shortly, but you're speaking it as if you've already achieved it. So that's a huge goal on our list. This is actually a vision board my husband and I created together. So, and then right under that is, I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. So I want to travel to places I've never seen. I love traveling. It's so awesome to see different parts of the world, and it's important to me to do that. And then on the bottom, it says, the love of a family is life's greatest gift. So my family is very important to me. We want to grow our family. So that's on our dream board. We want to have more children. So, and then right next to that is our gym. So it's a huge goal and dream of my husband's to own a gym, and I fully support him, and I want to have him achieve that dream and be by his side and help him with that. And then it says happiness is being married to your best friend. So it's a reminder that my husband is my best friend, and I want to have a strong relationship with him and just do this thing called life with him. So it reminds me to honor and respect him always. And then the top there, it says IFBB Professional League. So it's a huge goal and dream of my husband's to become a pro bodybuilder. and I would love to become a pro bikini competitor. It's not a top priority to me right now, but if it happens, that would be awesome. But I put it on there because it's part of our life, a huge part of our life, as we train competitors, and we are competitors. And then the right there is our dream home. So we want a house that's in the country, has a pool, and a unique style. So after you create your vision board, you know, you want to try to keep it near you, like at all times. So I know Julene says she had hers by her desk, and that's awesome too. You can look at it while you're working your business as a reminder. But I looked some stuff up before creating this, and they recommend that you keep it near your nightstand, and you review it before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. And really visualizing yourself in that dream home, or in that place that you want to travel to, or in that gym that you've opened, whatever it is that you want, visualize yourself there and affirm and believe that it happened, or that it's going to happen. And just see yourself living in that manner and feel yourself in the future that you've designed. They say that it's really powerful to do this before bed, because those thoughts and images are going to replay all throughout the night. And I did it last night. So that was actually the first time I did it. And I'm super excited to do this each night and when I wake up in the morning. And so you want to make sure you're doing it in the morning too, because it's going to be a reminder to take those actions necessary to achieve your goals and dreams. So just a couple final thoughts on the vision board. You know, you're setting all these goals and you're striving for more, and I just want to share something really quick with you guys, because I am a Ruby personality and I always want more. It's very hard to be satisfied with a Ruby personality, but it is so important to be grateful that for the good things that are already in your life. And so I know we've talked about that on other calls, but even like a gratitude list would be a good thing to do on the side of this. And then acknowledge any goals that you've already achieved and be proud of yourself for them. And then just acknowledge the presence of God in your life and the law of attraction at work in your life. So if you guys aren't familiar with the law of attraction, it's basically like attracts like, and your thoughts become things. So I highly recommend checking out the Secret Law of Attraction movie, because they talk about creating a vision board there as well. All right, so my call to action for you guys is, if you're not currently in Success Club, make it a priority to get there before this Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. I don't care what you have to do, if you have to put out a free Fixate cookbook or whatever it is, but that's 3 people. I know that you guys can do that. So push with all you can to get there by the end of this month if you're not there already. And then I want you to just start setting those non-negotiable goals for yourself each month, starting in June. So what are you going to achieve in June? Do you want Success Club 5, 10, or 20? And don't be afraid to 10x it. And then set your short-term and long-term goals for the remainder of this year. So what is it that you want to achieve by summit and by the end of this year? And then start thinking about where you want to be in the next few years in your life, and create that vision board and look at it every night and every morning. And then just believe in yourself, guys. These goals and dreams that you set for yourself, they're completely doable and achievable. You just have to believe it and take the action to get there. So that is it.
Lindsay, I know I can't see Lisa Burdick on my screen right now, but I know she's smiling ear to ear like Joe is, because the 3 of us have witnessed you just take a remarkable journey into see you do that presentation, prepare that presentation, and deliver that presentation like a pro is amazing. And I just want to verify to everyone on this Zoom call that Lindsay has walked this walk. She's not just telling you something that she read about, but every single day she walks this walk. She doesn't say she's a Christian. She acts like one. I have seen her with grace and love and compassion and the most enormous amount of drive from a human being, a young human being I have ever seen. And it is such a privilege to tell you guys that she walks this talk. She lives the secret. She lives as a wife who honors her husband. She lives as someone who lifts up and praises her teammates. And it's just remarkable to me to see you deliver that presentation, Lindsay, and know that you prepped for it. And it's so professional, and your team is richly blessed to have you, and we're richly blessed to have you in our lives and modeling what an honorable business executive does and how they build a business around integrity. We love you so much. Thank you. It's just like I really just want to tear up and leave this stage right now.
Thank you. I love you too, lady. Hey, I was so honored to share all that with you guys, and I hope it was helpful, and I appreciate your kind words. But I missed a slide, so I just wanted to, I don't know how that happened, but I wanted to share something else with you guys that was helpful with goal setting, a couple of resources. So I mentioned Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I recommend reading that several times. And then The Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. There was some great goal setting in there and how to back it with an action plan. And then Chalene Johnson has a 30-day push. It's free on her website, and it's awesome in helping you to set your goals. And the Think and Grow Rich book, there's actually an exercise that you can do, and it's in the Team Aspire page under the Files tab. It'll help you set up goals to where they're written as how I mentioned that financial freedom one. I am so happy and grateful now that I have achieve this, this, and this, and what you're doing to achieve it. And the other thing that I wanted to point out was the Team Cycle Bonus Calculator. So if you have a specific financial goal in this business, make sure you utilize that. Joe took time to create that for us, and it helps you to figure out how much volume you need and how many Shakeology orders that you need to reach your financial goal. So I was on this PowerPoint, I was saying retail is awesome, but Team Cycle Bonus is what's going to pay you in the long term. So definitely check those things out too.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lindsay. Awesome job. And I just wanted to add a couple of quick things too. First of all, I can't take credit for the Team Cycle Bonus calculator. I appreciate that, but that was actually created by somebody that I found in one of my study groups, and so they're just sharing that, and I pass it on to everyone. The second thing that I want to point out, and I guess this kind of goes along with what I announced yesterday, because my experience in Beachbody has made me realize so many things and helped me in so many ways. And this is such an important subject because Tina and I have witnessed so many people come through here, and if there's 1,700 people in Aspire, the reality is there's probably been 5,000 people in Aspire. Okay, and let me explain why they're not here. Because they haven't done this. That's the reason. That is the reason they are not here. This may be the biggest thing that we do. And whenever we're talking to somebody and they set a goal of, I just want to, lose 10 pounds and make $100. And that's their biggest goal, I can assure you those people are gone. Those people probably don't stick around. And if Tina agrees with me, I hope she nods her head. And if Lindsay agrees with me, I hope she nods her head. And the reason why is this. If you don't have a big goal, a great big reason why you're here, any little thing, this coffee mug breaks and you got to go buy a new one down at Target that day. The screen door breaks and you got to go fix it yourself rather than having somebody else fix it. Something happens where you can't make a conference call. You decide to do this and do that versus team training and getting involved with the team. It's because your why isn't big enough, and every single person that succeeds in this business has probably joined because they were so sick and tired of being where they were. For Lindsay Cheatham, I know it had to do with the fact that I was back to a wall. I was back in a corner. I had to do something else because I hated my life. Lindsay Cheatham was backed into a corner. She came out fighting because she needed to, she misunderstood or it wasn't communicated properly. Her maternity leave plans and her family needed money to take care of things. And, you know, Lindsay Matway, the #1 coach who now makes, you know, $50,000 a week at 31 years old, started at zero, and she was bankrupt as a bartender with a baby that had just suffered from brain bleed and a brother that just died. And she thought, God, why are you punishing me this way? Use me for whatever you want to. But show me the way. And she discovered Beachbody, and she realized it was the way to change her entire family future. And, you know, I heard something at the men's event. Terry and Jesse heard this weekend too when they were down there. The guy, one of the speakers, I can't remember which one it was, said, look, if you think this is about your personal finances, and if you're set in your personal finances, or if you're not set in your future and your personal finances, shame on you. You've got to take advantage of every opportunity and take care of your personal finances and take care of your family. And then secondly, guess what? How many of you, with a show of hands, would like your children to be better off than you? How many would love that? Guess what? Whose responsibility is that to show them the way? Who has the ultimate responsibility, and who would like to have their children and grandchildren set for life so that instead of working 9 to 5, they can do whatever they want and they can grow into being the natural being that they were meant to be? Who would like to see that for their children? There's only one way to get there. It's not, just 9 to 5. 9 to 5, we all might love our job, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it probably isn't going to get you to ultimately where you want to be. And this gives us an incredible opportunity. And last thing I'll say is, it's not a time to be selfish. And I think it's selfish not to be greedy in this case. If your bank account is full, you have more to give. You can give to charity, and you can give to the church, and you can give to the less fortunate. And the people who tell me that we're greedy or all about money, I guarantee you, and we've heard that, me and Tina have heard that time and time again, I guarantee you wouldn't know the hundreds of thousands of dollars I've given away in my lifetime. Probably a couple $100,000. Probably any chance I get, I'm giving money to the homeless people or whatever on the street whenever I see them. But the bottom line, I make that a point, and I want to give more. We want to write a check for $100,000 flat out to Girls with Soul someday. I have this book, Secrets of a Mindset Millionaire. I know some people have read it. And if you have a problem with setting your goals big, you have a mental problem, meaning you have a mental block. There's some guilty feeling about success. And this book is key. T. Harv Eker, Secrets of the Mindset, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And this will give you your financial blueprint. Maybe there's some guilty feeling that your parents gave you. Maybe they said rich people are bad, and you got that imprinted in your head instead of realizing what money can do for people and how much they give to people and how much opportunity they create for others, how many jobs they create for others. Read what your financial blueprint is if you have trouble with that. And if you still think it's wrong, here's my litmus test. If you think that it's wrong to have excess money and to do things and have things, you know what, and you want to do it for others, that's great. Guess what? You are a productive body. Go ahead and produce and give all your money to charity. If you don't want to have it for your family or your future and give some away, work for others. Be of service to others. That's our calling. Give all your money away. Who is going to work harder? Have you seen anybody do that yet? Give all your money away and work for them. Okay? If you don't want to have yourself, that's okay. But I'm going to call BS on the people who say things like it's not about the money. I'm going to call BS on the people who aren't willing to work for others, because day in and day out, I see people quit. And the reason why they quit is their goal isn't big enough and there isn't income coming in. And if there's not income coming in to your business because you haven't set a goal big enough, you're not willing to work hard enough, you're going to be gone. And if you want to help people, you got to be here for the long term and to help more people. And again, we've seen it time and time again. It's that quick success fuels it. The people who aren't making the income disappear. The people who are making some income stay here and they help people, and they're committed to helping people. And the biggest thing is what Lindsay just went over, and that is having a great big goal for where you want to be 5 and 10 years from now. This is a very passionate subject for me and very meaningful to me and Tina, and so I just wanted to make sure I added that. Sorry. All right.
Hey, well, you guys, so we're in the phase where we're taking action. So while you're copying and pasting step 1 to the people on your list that you got to this call today, this is action mode now. You guys, it's the 26th, and I see our Success Club 10 list, and it looks really freaking lame for a team of 1,700. I'm just going to call our team out. Our team is doing, as a whole, lame-o on the Success Club 10 thing. So since this is a 10X group, where are you guys? How many? I want you to write down in the chat section, because not everyone is reporting in our team page, because there's lots of sub teams, so not everyone is reporting. Please type in the chat section now how many Success Club points you have right now, and how many people on your team, and your personally sponsored coaches, how many of your personally sponsored coaches have Success Club 5 or more? That's an important question, you guys, to put it out there on the line, because if you're not leading the way and your team's not going the way, it's like Mike Panko knows. It's like all hands on deck. Fire alarm should be going off that you're not growing a business right now. If you are not in Success Club 10 or more as a leader, and you don't have people at Success Club 5 in your downline, your personally sponsored coaches, all sirens should be going off in your head right now as a leader. It's May 26th, and everyone here can still make Success Club 10 or more. So having asked that, and seeing zeros and 2s and whatnot, what are you going to do about that? It's your business. What are you going to do? How 10X are you going to go right now? How important is this business to you? Sitting here and listening, watching Lindsay Cheatham talk is not going to grow your business. Watching Victor talk to you about motivation, liking Victor's post is not going to grow your business. I see people liking my post all day, and I'm like, get to work. What are you doing over here on my post? What are you doing over here on my coach's post that you don't even know? What are you over here liking this stuff for? Get to work. This is a business. This is not a watching business. This is a doing business. You all came here saying that you want to grow a dynasty, that you want to grow freedom. I see Victor. Victor is a doer. He does not play. He is going the way and showing the way, and he will not stop, can't stop, and he is taking runners with him. If you don't want to run, Victor is still going to love you, but he's still going to keep his vision going forward. He's not turning back. He wants to take you along with him, but he can't do your job for you, and he won't, because that's not modeling success.
Yeah. This is the time to be greedy and make your goals big. I love the presentation. I have so many notes myself. I'm going to redo mine. And I'm going to let, you know, I'm at SC2. I think Tina's at 10. Is that right, Tina? Is that right?
I think I'm going to have to double check. I think 9.
9. We have 11 combined or something like
I'm
that.
not done.
Right,
I'm in totally ice cold market.
We're not. Yeah, I had 2 taken away because of they didn't order the right thing. But that's no excuse.
Hey, can I tell a story about while you're, don't stop copying and pasting. This is all hands on deck, and by hands on deck, I mean copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Get your 50 invites out today if you're not at Success Club. Get them out this morning, and if you don't have Success Club by afternoon, make sure you send out another 50. This is, I'm serious, this is 10x time. Like Success Club 5, you guys, is like, I'm barely gonna grow a business. I'm just being honest with you. That's like a very mediocre goal. And this is not a group of people that came together to be mediocre. You've never heard anyone ask the question, what's the secret to your mediocrity? So people want to know what the secret to success is. So, hey, I want to tell a quick story about the significance of helping people get started right. This is huge because people have told me in the past that they, when I ask about goals and I ask about income goals, because I need to attach a number and a benchmark to how many people want to help. So when people say, I don't know, maybe I want to make $100 and I kind of want to help people, and I'm like, great, we're going to put that down as your first benchmark that you want to reach $100. So I'm going to call it $200. We're going to celebrate that benchmark when you get to $200. And I say 200 because that covers the cost of their monthly shake. So that means you're going to get 33 meals covered a month, and you're going to make $100. We're going to put that as your second benchmark. And then I ask them to give me a second number. And this is in my Getting Started Right call process after they've completed the questionnaire. And I say, all right, and I'll just use Kathy Seifert just enrolled with me 7 days ago. 7 days ago, she got on the call for her Getting Started Right, and she did that the morning after she enrolled. And she had already completed the first 4 steps. And I said, I want to ask you a second number. If there were 0 obstacles in your way, make sure you're still copying and pasting. All right? No stopping. But I want to make, if there were no obstacles in your way, Kathy, what would you write your dream income to be? Not, you know, no limits. And this would be an income that would allow you to live in total freedom, pay off debt, give to family members if they were in a pinch, to be able to increase your givings to charity and give to whoever you want. What would that magic number be for you annually? No limits. And then they give me a number. And I say, great, we're going to celebrate that along with some benchmarks in between. And then I let them know, I ask them, do you know that there's a limit in your in our annual compensation plan for how much you can earn on the team bonus side? And usually people say, no, what is it? And I let them know that our cap on team bonus annually is $6 million. And that usually causes people to laugh and chuckle. And I say, great, I wanted to make you smile because these number crunchers came up with those numbers because they know people who are hungry are going to get to that number eventually. They're going to pay that out. Lindsay Matways of the world, who wants to change the world. She doesn't want to make $100. She wants to change the world. She has an 8-figure goal to change the world, and she's going to get that place. Janelle Summers, there are people pursuing that $15.6 million to make a difference with that money. So to get to the point of how important it is to get your people started right and speak life into them and instill the idea that they can get to Emerald overnight and they should, and here's why. Because we need to build their confidence, but not just their confidence, because I had Kathy Seifert, who started a week ago and just earned Emerald yesterday, share with me that her husband, who she loves and adores, one of the things I loved about her is she talked about her husband like I talked about mine on social media. And she shared with me that while he's always supportive of her, he was worried about this business. And he was scared about this. and because she had a stable income as a worker at JCPenney's, a human resource professional at JCPenney's for 17 years, which she lost that job. And that's why she became open to pulling in Beachbody in her life. But he was concerned about that because, like most people, like me, I didn't understand the business model of network marketing, and thankfully Joe does for all of us. We don't have to understand, we just have to be willing to hear Joe talk about it, because he is so good at articulating the benefits of the power of network marketing. So I said, when she expressed that her husband was skeptical, I said, this is awesome. I love skeptical people. I love, that means he cares about you just like my husband cares about me. He would never want me to get into something that, that we didn't believe in and that he didn't know was sound. So I'm so thankful you shared that with me. And that just means he needs more answers. He has questions. And I would love to hop on the phone with you and or your husband, with my husband, and we can share, or I'll get him a video. Acknowledge that people are skeptical, and acknowledge that your spouses of the person you just enrolled may be worried about this, and acknowledge that. So you know what I know, because Joe and I have seen it, like you said, over and over again. You know what I know would turn around her husband? Her immediate success. Creating an immediate success story. So do you know how excited she was when we got on that call? I opened up our getting started, or the closing call. I posted in Aspire that if anyone wanted to hop on, and some of you did, and listen to me on this closing call. And so Kathy helped her first person. We enrolled her on that closing call. So that was Kathy's first $50 in this business, helping her first person who she cared about deeply. She made $50 and she was halfway on her way to her promotion, and then she enrolled her husband. So after that call, I said, Kathy, are you dying? Are you just freaking out that you just helped your first person in this business? And she goes, Tina, I'm dying. I am like jumping up and down. And I go, great. I want you to take that passion right now and run over to your husband in front of him. Get your hands in the air and start jumping up and down, freaking out, sharing with him about your passion that you just made $50 in less than an hour. And she came back to me, because he works part-time, not part-time, he doesn't work part-time, he works part of the time at home. And she came back and she goes, Tina, I just told him that, and he said, wow. He's like, are you kidding me? So what he needed to know was that this was going to be okay, that this is legit. And you know what I need to help her prove this next week? That it's legit again. So her husband has seen someone who lost her job. They lost a significant amount of income. She's embracing a new opportunity, and he sees her running with it and already having success. And so my mission is to keep her momentum moving forward so she can repeat that and enroll 2 more people next week, and then 2 more people the next week, and 2 more people the next week. Because if she stays at Emerald right now, guess what? She's going to validate his fear that this is a short thing, 1 week success, woohoo, made $100. You need to stay with your new coaches and get them to Diamond as quickly as humanly possible, because that Diamond is just the starting ground, you guys. If you're not at Diamond now, you're not started your business yet. You're up to the plate, but really getting to Diamond is like the foundation, because that's where you become a leader, and leadership is where you will create freedom in network marketing. Does that make sense about getting people started right? Does it make sense to acknowledge that spouses are going to have fears around a business that they don't understand? Because we're all walking in a different direction than 95% of the population. So of course people don't understand this business model. It's not what we were taught in school. You've never seen children yet. Hopefully my grandson will say he wants to grow up and be a network marketing professional. But have you ever seen a child say, I can't wait to grow up and be a network marketing professional? Not yet, because that's not what we're teaching. They're saying you want to grow up and you want to fit into this system that the elite and wealthy have created for us. But I'll let Joe talk about those things. But getting your people started right is so significant. And if you got to Emerald and stopped, keep going. Make it your full-time job to have your success story so you can model your success story and consistent growth to others. Lindsay Cheatham's team is moving because Lindsay just keeps showing movement, right? She keeps doing the do. So she said, I want to love on my coaches. I want to recognize them. I want to appreciate them. But I also am going to enroll 5 to 10 new coaches every month. She's not just going to sit and hatch current coaches. She loves them. She praises them. She gives them the tools, but she's out recruiting new talent to keep that system moving forward. And the same with any other leader on a team. It is that constant, look at Sarah's little nugget, that blonde hair. Are you kidding me? Oh, I digress. See, I see a baby and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, tomorrow we will be going through the team volume calculations and stuff like that and how network marketing works. So if you want, it might be a good time to have your spouse on the phone or watch the recordings too.
Yeah, and if anyone has any questions, just raise your hand. But I will say, man, to me, it is so huge what Joe talked about. When people say, I have enough, it hurts my soul, honestly, because you guys, I've been in a position of need myself. And I grew up where my mom was in a position of need, where somebody else helped us. They helped our family. And, you know, as a kid, I didn't have any choice in the matter, right? I didn't have any control over what money was coming in our house. And, you know, I saw what being in dire straits looks like in a home. And then I grew up and I repeated some bad behaviors, and I struggled as a young mom, a young single mom of 2, and struggled making ends meet. And I wasn't on government assistance, but I did have a friend help me out once. I remember a friend bringing me over $25 gift certificate to Giant Eagle because I didn't have enough money at the end of the month to, you know, make ends meet. It was a few days before payday. And so I've been in a place of desperate need, and someone helped me, and that's how I made it through. And so for me, being able to be in a position to help someone else, not only through this business, but just to give to someone else who's not in a position to embrace this business, to be able to give to young girls and that charity that we love to support, to be able to give to people randomly, you know, who need. Or when the holidays come around, you guys, now when people ask, you know, when the holidays come around and people are asking for all kinds of donations, I used to have to check my bank account and see if I had enough money to give and how much I could. And now if it speaks to my heart and it seems legit, I'm like, yeah, here, I just click that button and I go over there and I give. And that is so amazing to be in that position, to not have to check my account. And I just firmly believe with all my heart and soul that we're here to make a difference in other people's lives. And I Grant Cardone this now. Now I have a way to say it because I love his way of saying it. And it's that acronym DOR. I know that I have a duty, an obligation, and a responsibility to give generously to others. And I will. I will honor that, and I do. I will do that, and I do. And I believe that's all of us, that we shouldn't just say, I have enough, I'm good. I don't subscribe to that at all. I do have enough, I'm good. But I'm not stopping because not everybody does. And I will be there with a generous hand to help someone out who needs it and deserves it. And, you know, what if I'm helping some woman like me who has kids who needs, like I was, they had kids that needed fed, and then that woman gets on her feet again and then can become productive in giving herself, right? That's what it's all about to me. I don't know about you guys, but stopping at my own family's needs is just not good enough. Because what if there's some other little blonde nugget out there that needs help that doesn't have Sarah as his mommy?
Well, and one of the things that I talked to a guy down at the event this weekend, and he kind of has that mindset that he's a little bit of ashamed of success and about making money from friends, and that's very prevalent in this. So a lot of people won't set their goals, and they have that guilty feeling. But I put it like this. How many people are teachers on here? Are there any teachers? Or police officers or firefighters okay, so Julene. Who pays for teachers and firefighters and ambulance drivers and police officers in our community? I know Ashley Cerise's a husband is a police officer too. Who pays for that? Taxes, income taxes. Let me give you an example. Public service tax, our income taxes pay for that. So I gave this example to this person who has always thought about wealthy people as being evil. If you're making $40,000 a year, and let's say that 20% of your income goes towards taxes, that's $8,000. And let's say that the average police officer or teacher makes $50,000. So 8 out of 50, you basically pay 1/8 or whatever of one police officer's salary. How many people are teachers and everything else and need to have that support in a community? And what makes a strong community is strong education, strong police protection, strong firefighters, all this stuff. Now, so if you make an average of $40,000, that's 1/8 of one full-time employee. If you make $1 million and you pay roughly at that point about 40% of your salary in taxes, that's $400,000. That wealthy person just paid by himself or herself for 10 full-time teachers, firefighters, police officers in a community. Without wealth in your community disappears. This is a service to people. You are doing a service to people by producing more, earning more. Your taxes go to support so many people and so many services. And when Tina and I were in Florida one year, saw this mayor of a city, Riviera Beach, Tina, is where we were, right? By West Palm Beach. And it was a poor neighborhood around us. And I talked to the mayor, happened to see her in the elevator, and she's this African-American woman. And on the other side of the island we were staying, just across the bridge, just huge condos and wealth and crazy. And where we were was right next to the not good area of town. In fact, I had to carry my gun over to Publix at nighttime when we went to grocery shopping. So I was talking to her about that, and I said, "What is Singer Island, which is where all the wealthy people were? I said, is that part of this community?" And she said, "Yes, it is." And she said, "And thank God for those people, because otherwise we would have nothing." So that was so profound to hear that coming from a mayor of a city, and what this does for our services. So again, just to wrap up, making our goals big and knowing what we want to accomplish in life and what the long-term strategy is, long-term vision is what Lindsay termed it, is so, so important. I'm writing down and going through all my lists, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm using Teamsy, by the way.
Congratulations to Laura Starkweather. I want to give shout outs for her being in Success Club 6. Laura is really kicking booty. I'm so proud of her. She's a woman of strength. It's like watching Lindsay grow up too. It's like seeing Lindsay duplicate. I just see her good energy, Lindsay's good energy flowing over to her team, and Laura's one of those lucky teammates. And congratulations to Lindsay Cheatham, who has both her husband, earning Success Club points and her own self, totally kicking booty. I lost it. I think you said Success Club 9. Yeah, Lindsay said Jeff has 2 and she has 9, so she's already crossed over the Success Club 10 line. She just gives it up in her accounts the most beneficial way to her whole family. And Laura Starkweather says 2 of my coaches at 4 and 1 at 2. That's ginormous, Laura. Great job. And I think Amanda is one of those, and Amanda's on the phone, right? And Alyssa together, way to kick booty. And, you know, Lindsay's just out there in front of her team showing the way by going the way. And let's see, who else want to make sure I give? I had a conversation yesterday with Sarah Mihailo, 7 coaches. Great job, lady. Kicking booty. Shared a conversation last night with Jessica Harone, who I'm very proud of. She's a new coach and she's making her way and she's taking big risks on herself. And she shared with me yesterday that she had 0 points. And I go, time to 10X it, baby. You know, what are you doing? I gotta hold your feet to the fire. So she started doing some calculations and she came back to me later in the day going, bam, Success Club 2. Made one of them happen. And she's going to share her story about how that actually happened yesterday. And it's quite remarkable. And I'll give you the quick peek is she's going to give you all the details. But the quick peek at that, the Success Club points that she earned yesterday, while she was proactively sending out invites and forming like a mad woman while also teaching, the story is she scored 2 points from someone who was a free customer. And she got a free customer because she's Emerald and earned Success Club in previous months. So those passive people in your account that you reach out to and build relationships, that person turned into 2 Success Club points for her while she's also doing other work. And that happens with me all the time. I get these random, unexpected Success Club points from people in my customer bank. So congratulations to Jessica for that. And she's going to share the big story there.
Awesome job.
Yeah, that's huge.
Awesome job. And I watched Laura's post and I love her post, so great job too.
Lindsay McGuire, also working multiple accounts and dropping people where they belong to make her business center as a whole most profitable. So Kevin her husband has 2, her mom has 2, and she says she will have Success Club 14 by Tuesday. And I know Laura, we've all seen her system, so she knows where those 14 points are coming from. She has a system, and she takes people through that system month after month consistently. And I don't know about you all, but I'm copying her. Like I printed out calendars. I got that system written down because I'm very Ruby Sapphire, and I do things, but I'm doing them randomly, and it works for me, but what random stuff I do doesn't duplicate for everybody. So I have to call BS on myself and say, it doesn't matter what you can do, Tina. It only matters what duplicates. So as a thank you to Lindsay McGuire, I will say that recognition in myself made me on my GSR call set up a date with my new coaches for our next challenge that we're going to run together. Rather than having them pick a date and do whatever that's random, I'm using your funnel system, and I said, okay, we're going to do this challenge June 6th together, and I'm modeling that. So that's thank you to you, Lindsay. You know, how amazing will it be when your coaches in your downline 18 layers deep from you start training you how to be more successful. Always stay humble and coachable. Yep.
I think it's already happening, so I do. I grab things that they're strong at, and we share what I'm strong at, and we all whirl it together. So kind of like this training, we're all showing our strengths right now. It's really cool.
yeah, I same thing. I learned from Julene and Rebecca. So many layers deep. There's never a time that we should think we know everything and our system is better. Like, you see people having success. When I see people having success, I'm like, okay, what can I do better? What can I model after them? And systems is my weakness. And that means that's what I need most, as Joe always says, whatever you fear the most, you need the most. So guess what we're doing today? Together, me and Joe, Team Z.
Yay! So are you going to be able to merge your accounts or have one account?
I'm separating them into groups. And what I'm going to do is TeamZ is going to have a feature where you can import your contacts directly into groups. So I can create a group that says, Joe Business Center 1, Joe Business Center 2, Tina Business Center 1, Tina Business Center 2, and then just upload customers from Beachbody directly in those groups, or Tina Facebook, Tina or Joe Facebook. Or, a good way to do it might be Tina May contacts, Tina February contacts. So if you use the group feature, you're going to be much more organized. So don't forget about that feature in TeamZ.
Okay.
Hey, Victor, my twin personality. Are you doing TeamZ?
I just finished saying that I have it, and it's funny, I have it, but I didn't do anything about it yet. And so does what Joe, what you were talking about, is that feature already there?
The groups are there, so you can take your Facebook and start uploading your contacts, one at a time. So I'm going, as we were talking, that's what I was doing. I go all the way back to January and say, who do I talk to? So who's the time for follow-up right now? And then I'll upload them one at a time into TeamZ.
You have to upload all your contacts one at a time?
Well, if you do it in bulk right now, which you can do in bulk, you're going to upload 2,700 friends, and then you're just going to have a big pile of mess, and it'll tell you, it'll bring up then every day your 10 contacts that you make for the day. You know what I'm saying? And those to me could be worthless contacts, because 800 of my 2,700 could be already existing coaches, or 1,200 of my 2,700 could be people who are who have blown me off 15 times over the past 5 years, and they'll never buy anything for me. I don't even know why they're on my friends list anymore. So I don't want to just have recurring, deadbeats on my, in my groups and things that keep coming up.
Hey, Joe.
I like it going forward. That's how I plan to use it, but some others might have smaller lists or anything like that too. Yeah.
Would it be easier, and this is just a thought, because this is kind of what I'm doing right now, if you upload all of your Facebook, and then I go off of my spreadsheet and kind of the order I have it on my spreadsheet, and then I just type in those people in the search, and then I set them in the group. Does that make sense? And then I rate their star.
Yeah, it probably does, because I like that idea, and because then you can still have the bulk upload feature.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. Kind of like go backwards, deleting people. It's like, okay, no, just as they pop up, just delete them.
Yeah.
And just kind of cross-referencing until you get everything organized. Kind of go off of your spreadsheet and TeamZ until you get all of those contacts, rated the way you want and in the group that you want.
Yeah, although I still am probably going to create an email system and have an automatic email responder or an automatic, feed system. But I'm not sure. I'll check that out, but it seems to make sense. Actually, you're right. You can delete lists too. Like yesterday, I uploaded something and realized, oh my God, I don't want all those people in there. If I can sort it even on Beachbody's site and then just upload those. that might be something else that we can do. Like Beachbody customers from 2014 versus 2013.
Yeah, I need a list. All right, man.
It's so helpful, though. I mean, just working off a list, like we can go down through here, and I think Julian said it, what used to take her an hour can probably take 15 minutes right now, Julian. So you can look at it that way. Either you're saving time or you can be 4 times more productive with this system.
Yeah, and I literally, it's 10 to 15 minutes what used to take me at least an hour.
So this, gang, keeping a list and keeping organized is the key, absolutely key to this business. Wonderful job, Lindsay. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is I'm going to have a whiteboard out, and I will be talking about the multiple ways that we create income and team volume and longevity in this business. And so I think it's every day of this 21, our leadership team created this 21 days, and I'm not going to say any one day is more important because all these little things are in an order and feed off of each other. So keep in mind everything that we've done so far is be putting all this stuff in order and put into action. Great job, gang, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.